The goal today is to actually kind of beat the game, although really beating this game kind of sort of means just actually starting the game.
My courageous.
Oh, passive skill point.
Goodbye.
Nice. Thanks. Because we're pretty close to it, honestly. The final couple acts are really short, and this act itself is also kind of short. And we're already a pretty good way through this act, I think. So we can probably do it. I was going for elemental resist, I think. Which was up this way, yeah. These couple nodes, and also this guy. Probably. Block spell damage and elemental resistances while holding a shield. Since we're committed to one-hand shield anyway, may as well. Path of Exile has a 15-hour tutorial. Man, 15? You kidding me? Jeez. Yeah, pretty much. Like, if you scream through it and you know exactly what you're doing and when to do it, and you push really hard, and you also have the right build for it, you can generally beat Act 10 within a day. So like 11 hours or so. But there's also speedruns of people doing it in like 2.5 hours or 3 hours, but that's fucking unreal. That's redonkulous. And you've skipped so much and your build is crippled. And you can't do any of the endgame stuff that way. So I don't really count it. Latency today is a little bit rough. When I logged onto the Frankfurt server, it was having a bit of issue. I've got the latency thing up here so I can kind of keep an eye on it periodically. Doing okay now. And I'm also using Wi-Fi. I was connected in, wired, but the router modem thing that we have is, it's only got so many ports on it. And they're all used up, except the one that's going into this room, which I was splitting off with a hub to my wife's computer and my computer, but she would get periodic disconnects and her computer would switch over to Wi-Fi. And a lot of online games don't really like that when that happens. So just a little hiccup, and she gets disconnected, and like Elder Scrolls Online doesn't handle it very well because then it just sits there for like 10 minutes waiting for you to disconnect. Because you changed your internet connection, and oh, it was annoying. So she's wired in, I'm wireless, we'll see how it goes. Seems pretty stable, but you know, streaming on wireless is never a really cool thing, but we'll see. So if you get any like really weird drops or stutters or just starts acting up generally, it could be on my end, but give it a couple seconds and just try reloading the page if it acts up. Generally it should be okay though. So what are we doing and where are we doing it? Solar or lunar? We can do one of either or. There's also the reflection of terror over there, or sin, which I guess, sure, I can. Just people running around. I don't know. Where was I able to see the Pantheon thing? Sin?
Greetings.
Sin, what's the deal with what's his butt? What do we kill Yugal? Who is he? Do I care about him? I can't even check. God damn it. Alright, I guess I'll go over and do it. How annoying. It's a fan, is it? I doubt it. People just run around all the time. Bathhouse. Bathhouse? Bathhouse, okay. So, to not the Lunaris concourse. Already. You want to do this quest because you get a passive point out of it. Do I? Okay. More than just the Pantheon thing. Hello, by the way. Or else TV. Don't sound familiar. But welcome nonetheless. Fan from YouTube. Ah, okay. Happy to have you. Surely not a fan from YouTube from this Path of Exile series. Like, nobody's watching this. This game is actually killing my channel right now, but I like playing it. At some point down the road, we'll have to switch the stream game, though, for the sake of YouTube and VODs and actually growing viewership on Twitch. Because, like, the weird thing with Twitch and Path of Exile is, like, It really seems to be the type of deal where there's a core group of people who are like really extreme about this game, and then there's everybody else, but nobody really watches the everybody else. A lot of it is just like the core people playing. But the core people playing this kind of gave up on it because apparently the endgame Blight stuff, it's really nasty for like disconnects, and the Path of Exile servers go down and disconnects, and it's just awful and terrible and stuff. Oh, there goes my energy shield. Jeez, these things are nasty. Got some yucky water. So Path of Exile, this league is just sort of dead. Because people were told not to like it by these people who always play this game and say not to play it. If you're not Z's or Mathil, you're not a PoE streamer. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's exactly like 2, maybe 3 or 4 people who are just like, these are the people streaming this game. Everybody else get out. Okay. I like playing it. That's nothing I care about. Kind of cool though. Chance to dodge spell hits, chance to dodge attack hits. Kind of a cool little thing. God. Forgot about that guy. That's why I don't remember the bathhouse. I found this dude like straight away. There, he finally hit something. No, stay, like, charge into this pillar here, and we'll just fight in this little nook here. Come on, guy. Be cool. Alright, Cassia, what do you want? The trial. I think I did do the trial in here. I remember doing that.
Oh, go on.
Ew. Resistant to frost and also one of them fire. That's yucky. We'll go for double lightning and see how that goes. I think this is gonna split through the doorway.
It's branching, Exile. The blight is trying to spread.
Put my totem down to handle that. Well, you guys are quick. I don't know what all we've got up there. So let's just go for fire. Help out with that.
Reach the purification pump.
Get them dead. Need to throw down totem. I think we did it. And it only took a few hits. I really can't see anything with Molten Strike though, fucking hell. Have I tried Ancestral Call support with Magma Orbs? Magma Orbs? What one am I? I'm using Molten Strike, right? Magma Orbs, no. Is that equally as blinding, where you just can't see anything at all? Oh, with this, I do have it, yes. Ancestral Call support with Molten Strike, Rage support, and Shockwave support. It's pretty wild. I was using... What was the other thing I was using before Molten Strike? Like, I just switched to Molten Strike toward the end of the last stream, because I need to increase my single target DPS, and I think this might be a little bit better. Infernal Blow, that's the one. That's what I was using. And that was pretty sweet. I like that. The explosion dealing damage equal to the corpse's max life, with the shockwave coming out and everything. I like it. And I think it's technically stronger than Molten Strike, though this DPS isn't actually taking into account the orbs that pop out, I think. I'm pretty sure. But that was a fun combo. I liked that. That was a good, fun time. And this is all the trial? Or is there... Oh yeah, I forgot to like loot all of that. I was like, what's this thing on the bottom of my screen? Oh yeah. Right. There's stuff up here. Wild leather. Phantom mace, a gemstone sword. Some coinage. Yeah, nah, that's out. It's gonna be so long until I can replace my weapon, man. Dexterity added physical damage, 500 evasion while on full life, increased evasion rating, and some movement speed. Quite nice for an evasion energy shield thing, I guess, right? Increased poison damage, chance of poison on hit, some added physical, or added percent increased, and added lightning damage. Sure. Bang. That, the High Gardens. Yeah, that seems like what I'm after. Well, the High Gardens. We're looking for Yoggle. Alright, Yoggle, where you at? Holy fuck. Ow. The things they shoot out when they die is pretty painful when they all die at once. Oof. Oh wow. You know, literally nothing that's going on. Diablo clone, I click things and they explode. What can I say? Although calling it a Diablo clone's a little unfair. This is a lot more depth than any of the Diablo games. Like, a lot more depth. Am I res capped? I'm pretty sure I'm still res capped. Yeah, big time. Except for Chaos. Obviously, I'm not counting Chaos. Morker Grounds, hello, how you doing? Welcome. I'm working on the passives right now for a little more resistance because I'm going to be losing my res cap soon. Although I think that's at the end of Act 10, right? Like when you beat everything, you get another a resurrect or resistance hit. Tenderizer. A superior tenderizer. That one's a lot worse though. I'm tempted to try it out. It'll have to try damned hard to beat my current weapon though. Chaos inoculation. Yeah, brilliant. That'll work. That'll do it. Chaos inoculation is up on the top left? No. Ah, top right. Max life becomes 1, but you're immune to chaos damage. It's not great. Not for me, at least. but it is up on the top right, and there's a shitload of energy shield stuff up there. And considering everybody is playing a summoner nowadays, we'll probably see a few people pick this up. Because they'll be like, I have 12,000 energy shield. Why not? Let's do it. And then they do it. And then they're immune to chaos damage. Monsters poison on hit. Monsters are hex proof. Increased quantity of items found in this area. This, though, I think we'll have that nasty fast snake boss dude. No, okay, it's a library thing. Good. The fast snake thing with like the damage bubble around it all the time. Fuck, I hate it so much. It's so fast and runs away and has a ranged attack, so it's always far away from you, but it's got a damage bubble, so you have to be within the bubble to do any meaningful damage. But its ranged attack also bleeds, and moving while bleeding means that you take a bunch more bleeding damage. Ugh. Sugarine boots. It's always fucking dusk and noon. I've got so many of those.
I can't carry this.
And I am totally full. Yeah, I'll time portal and I'll come back for those. Purity, life, attack speed, added fire. That's not that bad. Not that bad.
How you doing?
Gemstone sword, need to take a look at. Nope. You're out. Divine mana flask. No. Identify it. Reduce charges used, immunity to shock, and remove shock. Sure. Man, I didn't identify like anything here. You're out. You I'm taking a look at. Nope. My rings are also quite nice. So you'll have to try very, very hard to beat those.
Don't do anything I would.
Okay, Hagen, or Hargan, whatever your name was. Just make like a little pile down here of these things that I don't care about. Like, I'll build one of them, the rest of them will just turn into like, put that in the map, whatever thing. Because I guess it turns into like a vault area type thing for you then when you do that, if you just put in one. Okay. Alright, yeah, I was starting to put stuff in this tab because the fourth tab is so full. Ugh. And let's quickly... do that. Give you one of those. Nah, that's out. Okay. I'm not putting in very much effort to roll it.
Good luck to you.
That's fine. And evolve double strike. 2 fast attacks with a melee weapon, each of which summons a double of you for a duration to continuously attack all monsters in this fashion. I think I've got one of those already. That sounds familiar. Soul Spur, the Legion boots. Nothing too wild. Just like a bit of everything. Pretty good for melee setups, just extra damage. What now? Oh, the Vol thing? Yeah, Physical, fire. I mean, the physical's not really close in 1.3 attacks per second. I got 1.63. Lightning resistance, physical damage, leeches life, and some life gain on kill. It's also a blade though, so that's already out. Because I need... Although this might not care. You don't seem to care what weapon I use. That could even be... No, yeah, you do care. Okay, never mind. Fine. Alright. Just using the vault portion even. Yeah. Link that up with Ancestral Call too. Everybody gets attacked. Ever. Anybody who's ever existed. Must attempt Cassia's bullshit. Sure. Get a fire back here too. You're going to split off this way though and make my life miserable. I know you are. I know you are. You're gonna do that.
Light is trying to spread.
Yeah, you did. You shitting thing. Oh. Okay, so we'll get some fire over here. What, Cassia? Not all at once now, please. Keep the totem up over there.
You're making me nervous.
That dude just running right by, doesn't seem to care about me.
Do not let them reach the purification pump.
All these fucking things resisting elemental damage and everything. Fuck. They just don't die. Couple chromatics, sure. Got a couple things at least, though. Coffee time, better have smashed the world when you're back. Okay, I'll do it. I'll smash the whole world, the whole damned thing. Pristine fossil. No armor, energy shield, or evasion, but more life modifiers. Increased damage over time, increased max life, cold and lightning resist. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. 21% increased elemental damage with attack skills, adds 8 to 16 cold damage to attacks. Maybe? No, pretty close. Not quite though. Not quite. You're missing a couple suffixes. So I could put in still. I could craft something out of that, maybe, to make that a bit nicer. Maybe. These stupid peacock things. I always think they're an enemy. I can't wait until I get instigated by their little death thorns thing. It's gonna happen. One of these times. It's more than I thought. Damn. Let's let my totem handle most of that. I'll be down in a moment. Brutal scalp. Really bad dandruff, huh? Jeez, yeah, I know that. The Pools of Terror sounds like an interesting spot to be for the guy. Hello. Oh, you're a jumpy one. Yeah, I got totems too. I feel like my totems are maybe better than yours though. Group out for everybody. Got a lot of little shitballs, you know that? I mean, look at all these. Look at them all. Just look at them all.
Yugal!
Yugal? Is that what you're calling him? I think it's Yuggle.
In death, the mirrors are thus shattered. Yugal was a cautionary tale.
Where's he at? What's he got? Reduce reflected damage taken. Chance to reflect. 50% chance to reflect enemy chills and freezes. Because there's just so many fucking guys that freeze me just all the time. Just all the time being frozen. It's like having stun recovery speeds. Oh man. So often I get stunned. Let me tell you, just I can count it on a fingernail how many times I've been stunned so far. The answer is none. Gristleboar. Did they change the appearance of the divine flasks? Maybe I just never had one before. Eagle is reflect damager, isn't it? He didn't really seem to be doing any reflect. Just annoying shit balls, and he ran around a lot and jumped. His thing is about that, yeah. To take less reflected damage and to reflect freezes and chills. It's like, I guess. Maybe for maps later on, but then this is a pretty shit time to introduce that as a mechanic. Because I've been finding gear that's like stun recovery and all that kind of stuff for a good long while now. But you don't get stunned. Purple Fishy, hello, how you doing? You've been playing much recently. How's it going for you? We can get out of here, right? Yeah, we can go. I'm gonna go.
So it was.
Yeah.
Don't do anything I would.
Well, whatever you say. And 40% increased defenses from equipped shield, and 2% chance to block attack damage while holding a shield. Okay, how is my armor doing nowadays? 43. It's down to 43%. Yeah, I haven't really upgraded a lot of the stuff in a long time though, to be fair. Like, I'm pretty sure last time I was playing an armor dude, I had a chest plate that did like 1100 armor by this point. Purple Fishy doing good. Been working all week so far, but you finally got to Act 2. Nice. Congrats. How'd the Act 1 boss go for you? She's not so bad lately. She used to be rougher. She also used to just have one phase until the harder difficulties. Yeah, superior, chromatics rather. Yeah, all this I'm selling. None of that I'm hanging on to.
Hello.
These I was curious about.
See you soon.
Jewels, I don't know if you can add a crafted thing to them or not. I'm gonna find out. You can't, you don't think? I'd assume not, but I'm gonna check into it. Died a few times before you figured it out. Didn't realize it was a final boss until after, though. Thought it was a side quest. Oof. Oof, what an insult. Yeah, she's not so bad nowadays, especially if you have a bit of cold resist. Like, I still think Andariel from Diablo 2 is a significantly tougher threat for an Act 1 boss, because Andariel with her poison would just fucking wreck you. Unless you were repelled, in which case, fuck you for taking the easy route. But I've been over that before. Yeah, no, nothing for Jules. I wasn't sure. And suffixes for you is all resistances. Added damage. Some added damage. 3 alchemies for that. Increase global physical damage. Let's, for now, just go with the basic one. And see what that does for me. Got the high roll for it, which is quite nice. So 38, 33. 38, 36, technically better. Attributes. Strength, like a boatload of strength. Resistances. That's really it. Just a boatload of strength and a bit of resistance. This does a bunch of cold resistance, cold damage. Mono regenerate. 21 increased elemental damage and 12% global physical damage. Alright. It's just my resistances took a bit of a hit. But not much. We're still okay. Fucking cold resist 151%. We are prepared for that. Did you hear about the leak about Diablo 4 and Diablo 2 Remastered? I've not. Is it a proper Diablo 4 or is it the mobile Diablo thing for a Chinese audience? Which I still think is a really good business move for Blizzard. It's nice to see some Western companies realizing the lucrative market that is the Chinese. But it's just a bit of a shame that they're sort of casting away their core fan base in doing so. But, yeah, money rules all. Not enough info about that. Okay. Diablo 2 Remaster, they're gonna ban it as hard like they did the StarCraft Brood War Remaster. I was a little bit excited for the Brood War Remaster, and so were a lot of people that I watch who used to cover a lot of Brood War and stuff back in the day. And they checked it out and they were super hyped about it, and then I heard nothing after like 2 weeks. What happened? I can't tell if I want to hang on to this or not. I don't really do much damage over time, but I could at some point with some build. But it's not this build, so I'm just... Whoa, let's keep the 10 Regal Orbs.
Hello.
Jeez.
Fate awaits.
That would have been devastating, except not really, because let's be honest, I'm never going to use them, ever. Like, check it out, this Regal Orb, destroy, it's gone, it's out of here. I don't even care, I feel nothing. I'm never going to use them. I'll never use them. Guarantee it. I'm going to be one short now. I'm going to be doing something, it's like, man, if only I had one more. If only I had one more.
Return to Kitava.
Yeah, back to Kitava. Follow me, I'll bring it to her. Or him? It? I don't... Kitava... It's a statue thing, I don't know. Main reason to play the Brood War remaster is custom maps. Hype for W3 Reforged, you think that when D2 Remastered is true, they make it so good as W3 Reforged. What's W3 Reforged? Ah, Warcraft 3 Reforged. Okay. I'm kind of excited for companies to, like, be doing these remastering things and all that, but the other part of me is just, like, make something new. Because it's sort of... It's almost getting to the point where it's like the movie industry, where there's nothing new happening at all whatsoever. Like, I saw something about a new Star Wars that's coming out. I could not care any less at all whatsoever. I give absolutely zero shits about that. I'm so done with Star Wars. I'm done with Star Wars, I'm done with superhero movies, I'm done with all of these things. That's all there is right now. There's nothing original being advertised. Where's the new stuff? Huh? Where is it? So it's like, on one hand, I'm pretty happy for remasters because some of these games are really solid and getting them updated would be pretty cool. The trick there is to not change it, because you'll probably end up changing what made them cool in the first place, some of that being the old-ish graphics and the just original feel of it, of returning to my childhood playing what I used to play. I don't know. 4 additional silver coins. Oh, and it freezes me. Don't have anything for avoiding freeze, so we're gonna have to do my leap thing again. Okay. Oh, I was too late. Damn. Typically I can get the timing just right. I leap off and I'm like in midair frozen. Yeah, thanks for the silver coins. You heard some people like to corrupt jeweler boxes. Like, why though? What's the point? I don't get it. Like, I so completely don't understand corrupting things. Like, there's just a pool of traits and stuff that you can get if you corrupt it, or just weird things that can happen with it, but it's so vague and mysterious that it's... Half the time I corrupt something and nothing happens. But I usually don't. And a corrupt jeweler's boxes, so I'd get, like, what, corrupted coins? Corrupted armorer scraps? Do they increase the quality of the corruption? Have to do it for science. Man, I'm done dying. I'm done dying it for science. Done doing it for science. Nothing ever happens. The shit inside is corrupted. And that just means that it's automatically identified for me, and I can't change it if it happened to be a cool thing. I don't know. I don't know. Do what you do and just watch 70s and 80s movies that you've missed. There's so many things you've missed. There's also the, like Korean films and all that stuff. A lot of those are really fucking good. Because they take it quite seriously over there.
And the unrighteous return to ash. And the unrighteous return to ash.
Like a pretty good one that I had watched. Not necessarily Korean, I don't really know what it is exactly, but A Tale of Two Sisters is a pretty popular foreign film. What a silver chest. That's a good watch. Oh, here's one of these things finally showing up. Are you guys at all worth doing, though? That's the other question. Because this used to be a league, and then they brought it into the main game, and they tend to just nerf these things, like the rewards, after it becomes a main game mechanic. So it's like, while it's cool and awesome to have, there's no point doing it anymore. Because the thing that made them awesome was the loot, and then... oh fuck, I was bleeding out really badly. The thing that made them cool was the loot, and by taking out the loot, you've taken out the thing that made them cool, so then they just become annoying. I'm looking at you, ghosts. Getting my ass shot up over here. Quit it, you things. Grave Scrabbler. Knock it off. Get in the corner. Nice door. What? Why have a door here? What's the point? Who made this temple? I want names. Oh, I still did it, even though I died. Okay, I thought I was too slow to come back. Abyssal fuck out of here, things. Abyssal Trove. Awesome scrolls and a searching eye jewel. And you go into a fancy socket, if I remember rightly. Yeah, abyssal socket on an item, or into an allocated jewel socket on the... Passive skill tree. Right click to remove from socket. 13 dex and 24 mox mana. Ooh. But I think I can fuck with them like I can with the like these jewels. So answer, they nerf the, excuse me, they nerf the drops a lot. The dudes who came out of it had a bit of stuff. The trove itself, not really. Maybe I was just really unlucky. Okay, who's spawning you guys? Stop it. Everything stop. It's gross, it's disgusting. They don't even hurt. Okay, Cassia. What do you got going on? In Warcraft 3, they put extra missions for some characters in it, which became more important in Warcraft. World of Warcraft, rather. Okay. Cold resist, eh? That's annoying. Well, I'll put you up here. KPO heading to night? Or heading to bed? Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. You're probably already gone, I've missed you, but take it easy nonetheless. It's cold over here, because these guys won't be resistant to cold. Ha 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 ha. Bing bong. The Lunaris Priestess. Sire of Shards, embrace the light, await the morrow. No more spite and no more sorrow. Oh, what a cool poem. I should give that to Bestel. He'll be like, wow, it's inspiring. Here, have another poem. And then I'll listen to it. I like his poems. Oi! I'm identifying here. Oof. And again, oof. Pass. I'll keep that to sell for the quality thing. Fine, fine. I'll pay attention to you. Hello, Rhyme Sentinel. Okay, bye. Unreal these things. So road. Miracle Thirst, the Gemstone Sword. Neato. Cassia has the best rhymes though. Does she rhyme? I feel like repeating the word over and over again isn't rhyming. Scum scream. Ugh. Brush your teeth, lady. Foul stalker. Scrub your body. Some dirty people here. I find myself having just enough mana to get by nowadays, by the way, which is quite cool. It wasn't too long ago that I'd quickly run out of mana for things, but nowadays, because I think I do a little bit of mana gain on hit or something. Miscellaneous, maybe. Melee leech from any attack damage, 2%. And I think that might be enough to get me by. Isn't this the bathhouse? It looks a bit like the bathhouse. This is the Lunara's temple, I think, right? Yeah, Lunara's temple. Does look a bit like the bathhouse, though. Marker Grounds just stopped by for a bit. Good to see you, Marker Grounds. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good one. Oh, froze me. Oh no. Your little dude down here. I got frozen for the first time ever by a mob. Nose off toes. Just caught my first stream. Love you, Eddie. Keep up the great vids. Thank you very much. Welcome, how you doing? Happy to have you. Bappo, hello. How you doing? Doing pretty fine myself. Smash rage. A map. A Jungle Valley map. Fucking hell, my first map drop. I'm so proud. It's a jungle map. I don't like the jungle. Oh. Bappo working in her necro build? Alright. Lot of summoners. How far along are you? I already did a summoner build. I did the one where I just like throw skulls at everybody ever and I flood the screen with them. And they'd explode on death. It was pretty cool. I had a good time with it. But that was in the past. Working on it for probably a week now. Okay. So you're like... probably like Act 7 or 8. Roughly with me, maybe. 2% spell block. Elemental resists. Yoink. Fire resist is looking a bit rough. I'm not convinced that's actually increasing. It is though. Okay. Okay, if you say so. Man, I need a new shield. I'm level 48. Jeez. Yikes. Gotta keep an eye out for a shield. Aw, you can make that, come on. B game. If there is an enemy there, you do it. Just jump over that wall. 170,000 DPS per minion. Well, no, beat the story in 10 hours. You mean working on the build and path of building? Ah, okay. Hello, Casio.
Hello. Goodbye.
Just had a young, wild king parrot eat out of your hand. Nice. Alright, Cassia, let's go. I'm super fast. Yes! Let's go. Cold and fire. Go, 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 go! Bash, 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 bash.
It's put out new mycelium. New roots.
So, seeing or even perhaps hearing anything. Go for the meteor tower? I'm still not convinced about it though. It seems pretty slow to fire. After you beat the story 50 plus times, you know all the shortcuts and tricks to finish it quicker. Oh, don't I know it?
I cannot carry this.
Wah, but I want. Oh well. Do I care about any of this? Yeah, no. No thanks. Definitely not. Okay. Alright, we'll sell. The eye thing we'll stash away in there with these things that I'm still not really sure on. I feel like I can just sell them because I don't know if upgrading talismans is a thing or if that's just like a gauge of its level. And it's just, it is what it is. Which should be weird because things already have item level. Put that in the grain tab. Yeah. Maps. Okay. Cool. I got another one of those, you know, over here. Maps 2. I don't know, maybe I get like 1,000 maps. And the card. Yeah, shit. A screaming essence of spite. Of spite? Oh, shit. Damn it. We're gonna have to go this direction with these and build them out to the right at some point. Ugh. Superior flasks. Couple of these things. A whole stack plus of silver coins. Yeah, and the rest of that we can get rid of.
Need some help.
Have I ever thought about getting the pages that hold 5k? When they don't cost a boatload and a half? Sure. I missed the last sale. I didn't realize they stacked up to several thousand. Because the preview image of the stash tab like this tab here, like it's not stacking any, so I just thought, oh, it's just a way to organize it. Okay, I kind of missed that it can hold 5,000 of many, and I never actually clicked it to see that they hold more than the normal stack amount. So I never really saw the point. I thought it was just for faster organization. So next sale I'll grab it, because I only just missed this last one. Let me tell your whatevers. Okay, Navali. I was gonna have Alva do it, but I guess I'll go to you. Sure. And that tower shield is way too fat for a chromatic. Marble lamp? Should get that looked up. Map tab is also useful, plus it's a one-time buy for all leagues, so it's worth. Kieran likes it a lot. You have spaces. You're still hanging on to the skill gems. You do realize that there's genuinely no point to do that, right? Like, they're all underleveled and garbage. And for the price of like an orb of transmutation, you can pick up one that's already leveled basically up to you. Oh god, could you imagine if Path of Exile did a battle pass thing? Ugh. Ugh. Oh, it'd be so awful. I'd hate it. I'd hate that so much. I would just play Warframe all the time instead then. Warframe's neat. They did this thing because they've also got microtransactions for a general plethora of things, but most things you can still get just in-game with enough grinding, although sometimes it does actually take a while. But they had done one thing where it's like, I think it was like fur patterns for your pet thing that you can have fight with you sometimes. And it was like just you buy it and you get some random skin color slash fur coat for it or so. And like when they did that, after just a few hours, they had discovered that some people were buying hundreds of these things, hoping for a specific one. So they're like, okay, no, stop. So they ended up just refunding all of their platinum, and they did away with that because that was too much. I thought that was quite cool. Like, they could have totally just been greedy and been like, oh fuck yeah, let's do that more. But they reverted everything and also refunded people, which is quite cool. So now it's easier to just buy the exact coat and color that you're after. A massive shrine. Stomp, stomp. I am actually Godzilla stomping around. Oh, damn it, dead end. Yeah. Yeah, screw your jail cells. I'm out of here. I'm going this way. Oh, he's pretty quick too. Man. He gets frenzied as he's damaged. How rude. Some gems are worth several exalt. It's good to pick up all gems, because I don't know what gems can be bought from vendor. You could be losing a lot of currency. What? Just buy them. You can buy all of them. Except like Vol gems. And I don't think a single leveled 1 non-quality gem will actually sell for anything at all. I don't think anybody cares about that. Whew. Not all gems can be bought from vendor. Name 8. Name 8 skill gems that can't be bought from a vendor. Imbued wand, abyssal scepter, vile staff, blah blah blah. I'll take the wand though. Empower, enchant. I guess portal would maybe count too, but like, I don't know. I always manage to find a portal every time I play. I think it might be guaranteed to drop at some point in a playthrough. I'm going to assume that any skill gem that you can't purchase will also only drop after like level 70 basically. So it's still not worth hanging on to them as you're playing. It's also a bit different for me because I don't really care what stuff sells for. Like, I think somebody said that the dense fossils are selling for a bit nowadays, but it's like I don't care. I'll probably hang on to this and never use it and be totally fine with it because I don't really plan on trading or anything. I think trading in these games is just, I don't see the point. It's the same thing with the auction house thing that Diablo 3 had. It's just, it's a bad decision. Wailing Essence of Contempt. Wailing? Wailing. Oh geez, so this one that's screaming is going to be like up here. Ugh. I need so much space for those. And there's the Moon Orb. And this guy. Right. Into the Imperial Fields. Not really a bad decision, just most people go off builds and they normally trade for the items needed to build. So they don't play the game, is what you're saying. Like, that's my opinion on the whole thing, where it's just like, you know, I bought everything that I needed for my build. The build that you found online, probably, that you didn't actually make yourself or customize yourself. And you're buying these items that you didn't farm for yourself, so you've basically done fuck all in the game. Like, this just, it annoys me so much, but to each their own. If that's fun for you, then cool. Go for it, I suppose, but I just strongly disagree with that entire existence of everything.
Cast your burning gaze to thine soul. Cast your burning gaze to thine. Oh.
Literally the way 80% of people play this game. Yeah, I know, and I completely disagree with it still. I don't care how many people do it. I still disagree with it. I think it's a bad way to enjoy the experience, but again, to each their own. You are more than welcome to just purchase everything that you want. Meanwhile, I'll be here with my off-meta builds doing just fine on my own, farming my own— it froze me, fuck! Doing my own thing and doing just fine. I forget, will that still sell for a quality enhancement thing? I think it searches for the quality first. I'm gonna sell it regardless, though. It's just a bit of a shame because it's also yellow chromatic. It's almost tempting to spend a chromatic on it to change its colors to sell it for something else. Well, let's check into this first real quick. Yeah, okay. Thought so. Just making sure. Ugh. This is gonna suck. Seems to be a decent enough setup, generally, having the cold in front with the fire in the back. And then I'll put you there in the middle. And I'll focus over here. Everything resists elemental damage.
are getting too close to my pump.
I think my dude went away.
Those fiends are getting too close to my pump.
Knock back, Kia! Yeah, it's true. If it's gonna be everything all at once from multiple sides, it's just fucking ridiculous as melee. Still got a couple things though. What stuff actually matters, Purple Fishy? The placement and types of towers. Oh, absolutely. But you're a summoner, so you just summon everything and stand there and you can like go get a coffee or something. It's fine. It's okay. But you do also need to keep in mind though, if you're going to be placing towers, like sometimes the whole fire and icing doesn't really work out very well because sometimes there will be the little portal thingy at the bottom of the screen will have a symbol for their resistances, and sometimes there's a bunch of people who are resistant / immune to cold and fire, in which case doing that won't really work, and that's when I usually go with lightning. Because lightning's just a little field that it places in the ground that seems to do generally okay work. I want to press the Gemling Legion. The what? Oh, the dude's down here. Yeah. Good shout.
Captain Osiris.
A voice
Remain in the
act.
warehouse until
Oh.
I personally send for you. In the unlikely event that Chitus should fall, you and your fellow legionnaires will be safely beyond the perimeter of his heart gem's influence. You men and women are my finest work yet. I will not lose you all to some aberration of chance.